Planning a trip to Hanoi but worried about your budget? Today, I'm solving that problem with my complete budget itinerary, featuring 17 amazing experiences that won't empty your wallet. From drinking coffee in historic cafes to exploring ancient temples and sampling world-famous street food, I'll show you how to experience the best of Hanoi for a fraction of what most tourists spend. These aren't just cheap alternatives. They're the authentic experiences that make Hanoi such an incredible destination in the first place. Want to try one of Hanoi's most famous drinks without breaking the bank? Let me show you where to find amazing egg coffee that won't empty your wallet. This iconic Hanoi specialty, Cafe Trung, has a fascinating history dating back to wartime, when milk shortages led bartender Nguyen Van Giang to create this ingenious alternative using egg yolks. The result? A heavenly combination of whipped egg yolk and condensed milk floating atop strong Vietnamese coffee, a drink often compared to liquid tiramisu. Skip the famous Giang Cafe where tourists pay premium prices. Head to local favorites like Cafe Pho Co, which offers both cheaper egg coffee and a stunning rooftop view of Hoan Kiem Lake. At spots like Hanoi Coffee Culture or Serene Cafe, you'll pay just 40,000 to 50,000 VND, under $2, compared to tourist spots charging double. While tourists line up to pay double at fancy cafes, locals are sitting on tiny plastic stools around the corner enjoying the best food in Hanoi for pennies. Those uncomfortable-looking plastic chairs are actually your secret weapon for finding authentic, budget-friendly meals. The smaller and more rickety they appear, the more delicious and affordable the food typically is. You'll spot vendors selling fresh banh mi sandwiches on nearly every street corner for just 15,000 VND. That's less than 75 cents. For a hearty breakfast, look for steaming pots of congee topped with fresh herbs and crispy crullers. The real insider trick is asking for Moit, meaning a little bit. Many vendors will happily serve you sample-size portions at reduced prices, letting you create your own walking food tour. By hitting 4 to 5 different stalls, you can taste the entire spectrum of Hanoi's street food scene for under $5 total. After sampling all those bite-sized street food portions, you're probably ready for a proper sit-down meal with a side of presidential history. What if I told you there's a place in Hanoi where you can eat exactly what Barack Obama had during his historic visit, and it'll only cost you $3.50? Bun Cha Huong Lien isn't just another restaurant. It's where history happened when Obama and Anthony Bourdain shared a meal that's now immortalized as the Combo Obama. This incredible deal includes authentic bun cha, those delicious grilled pork strips with rice noodles, crispy nem spring rolls, and a refreshing Hanoi beer. The exact items enjoyed by the former president. The best part? They've kept their prices remarkably low despite their fame. At just 85,000 VND, this meal delivers presidential-level satisfaction without the executive price tag. From presidential tables to culinary recognition that costs less than your morning cappuccino, that's the reality of dining in Hanoi. Most travelers have no idea that several Michelin Bib Gourmand restaurants are hiding in plain sight, serving world-class pho for pocket change. Step into Pho Tien. Liek Kwok Su, and you're immediately wrapped in the aromatic embrace of simmering broth and fresh herbs. Each bowl features perfectly cooked rice noodles and tender meat that's been prepared with authentic care. The vibrant atmosphere only enhances your dining experience. For chicken pho enthusiasts, Pho God Nguyet is the local go-to, serving various chicken cuts until midnight. The tender thigh meat is a favorite among regulars, perfect in both soup and dry noodle variations. Before we continue, if you're enjoying this budget guide for Hanoi, please subscribe and comment below. Now, after filling your belly with some of Hanoi's best noodles, it's time to discover the soul of the city in its ancient maze of streets. The Old Quarter is where Hanoi truly comes alive, especially in the early morning when locals start their day before the tourist crowds arrive. This is your chance to see the authentic rhythm of Vietnamese life that's been playing out daily for nearly 1,000 years. Get here before 7 a.m. to witness the incredible morning ritual. Elderly residents practicing Tai Chi by tiny temples, vendors arranging colorful produce by lantern light, and the intoxicating aroma of fresh bread and coffee filling the air. Each of the 36 streets was traditionally dedicated to a single trade, and many still follow this ancient tradition. From morning traditions to evening rituals, fast forward to late afternoon when those same historic streets transform into Beer Street, where locals have perfected something almost unbelievable: fresh draft beer that costs less than a water bottle. Ta Hien Street comes alive around 4 or 5 p.m., which happens to be the perfect time to score the lowest prices on Bia Hoi. That daily brewed preservative-free beer with just enough alcohol, 3 to 4%, to keep the conversations flowing without weighing you down. The secret is timing your visit strategically. By arriving early evening, you'll not only secure the best deals, but also grab a prime spot at one of the authentic sidewalk setups with nothing but plastic stools and genuine atmosphere. Skip the flashy tourist bars with English menus and follow the locals to hidden spots serving glasses for cheap. The next morning, while most tourists are still sleeping off their Beer Street adventures, something magical happens at Kiem Lake that almost no guidebooks mention. Every weekend, the entire area transforms into Hanoi's largest free fitness center starting around 6 a.m. Head to the lake at sunrise and you'll find hundreds of locals gathering for free public Tai Chi and aerobics classes. And they're more than happy to welcome foreigners to join in. No experience needed, just follow along with the movements and you'll be exercising alongside 3 generations of Hanoi residents. This isn't just about saving money. It's a rare chance to experience authentic local culture while enjoying premium lake views that others pay dollars for at fancy cafes. Bring your own coffee in a travel mug, join the morning exercises, and you've got the perfect start to your day without spending a single dong. After your morning exercise session, you'll notice Ngoc Son Temple sitting gracefully on its tiny island in the middle of Kiem Lake. This isn't just any temple. It's a historic gem that costs just 20,000 VND to visit, less than $1. The temple opens daily from 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., giving you plenty of time to explore its beautiful architecture. Inside, you'll discover ornate shrines dedicated to Tran Hung Dao, the legendary 13th century military leader who defeated Mongol invaders. The temple also houses the preserved remains of a giant turtle considered sacred in Vietnamese culture. Want to save on that already reasonable entrance fee? If you're staying at a hotel near the lake, ask your receptionist about discount vouchers. Many local accommodations have special arrangements with the temple that can cut your admission price in half. While the temple gives you a taste of ancient Vietnam, just a short walk away lies a completely different side of Hanoi that most budget travelers mistakenly avoid. The French Quarter's tree-lined boulevards and elegant colonial buildings tell the story of Vietnam's complex history through their European-inspired architecture. Wander past the magnificent Hanoi Opera House with its distinctive yellow facade and take in the grandeur of the Sofitel Metropole Hotel, where famous guests like Charlie Chaplin once stayed. The streets here feel worlds apart from the chaotic energy of the old quarter. The real hidden gem is Kiem Trang Tien, a beloved ice cream institution where locals have been lining up since 1958. For just 10,000, 15,000 VND, under $1. You can sample unique Vietnamese flavors like green bean or taro coconut that you won't find anywhere else. From sweet treats to spiritual significance, our journey now takes us to the heart of Hanoi's Old Quarter, where St. Joseph's Cathedral stands as a magnificent example of neo-Gothic architecture. This impressive structure, with its twin bell towers and stained glass windows, offers visitors a peaceful retreat from the bustling streets surrounding it. Access is completely free outside of mass times, giving you a chance to appreciate its solemn interior and detailed craftsmanship at no cost. What many visitors don't realize is that the area surrounding the cathedral is a treasure trove for budget shoppers. The real hidden gem here is Hoan, traditional Vietnamese green rice. This seasonal delicacy has a soft texture with a sweet, slightly nutty flavor, made from young, unripe, sticky rice grains and traditionally wrapped in fragrant lotus leaves. While strolling around the Old Quarter with green rice in hand, you'll want to head just a short walk away to discover one of Hanoi's most incredible free attractions. Phung Hung Street might seem like just another urban area at first, but this 200-meter stretch has been transformed into a spectacular open-air art gallery that tells the story of Vietnam's capital through vibrant paintings. What makes this place special is the stunning collection of 19 massive murals created through a collaboration between Vietnamese and Korean artists. Each artwork captures a different slice of Hanoi's evolution, from ancient traditions and historical moments to modern city life. It's essentially a free history lesson painted across the city walls. The street only opened to the public in 2018, but it's quickly become one of the most photogenic spots in the entire city. You'll see everything from traditional folk games to scenes of everyday Hanoi life beautifully rendered on wooden backgrounds. Moving on from modern murals to Vietnam's political heritage, there's a money-saving secret at one of Hanoi's most visited attractions. While everyone lines up and pays to enter the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum itself, many visitors don't realize that some of the most impressive areas of the complex don't require separate fees. The mausoleum charges 35,000 VND for entry, but after paying this admission, you can freely explore the presidential palace grounds and the historically significant stilt house where Uncle Ho actually lived. The most impressive free attraction is the One-Pillar Pagoda, a national symbol of Vietnam built in 1049 and designed to resemble a lotus flower rising from water. These areas provide much better photo opportunities than inside the mausoleum, where photography is strictly forbidden. For the best experience with minimal crowds, aim to arrive Tuesday through Thursday around 8 a.m. After capturing those perfect mausoleum shots, let's head over to the Imperial Citadel of Thang Long, where you can literally walk through 13 centuries of Vietnamese history for just 30,000 VND. That's about $1.25. But here's the money-saving secret most tourists miss. If you visit in the afternoon between 2 o'clock and 5 and 12 p.m., you might qualify for the reduced rate of only 15,000 VND. This UNESCO World Heritage Site was the political center for multiple Vietnamese dynasties, and you can see the archaeological remains from the Lai, Tran, and Le periods all in one place. The best part? Many visitors only see a fraction of this massive complex. If you're really on a tight budget, explore the beautiful gardens surrounding the Citadel completely free. There are informative boards outside that tell you about the site's incredible history. While the Imperial Citadel preserves Vietnam's political history, our next stop honors its intellectual heritage at half the price most tourists pay. The Temple of Literature isn't just Vietnam's first university. It's also home to a student discount secret that works for visitors from any country. This 11th century complex honors Confucius and Vietnam's academic traditions through 5 courtyards of stunning architecture. What makes this place special is the Stele of Doctors, stone slabs commemorating scholars who passed the royal exams, each mounted on stylized turtle sculptures. Local students often touch these turtles' heads before exams, believing it brings academic luck. The standard entry fee is 30,000 VND, but show any student ID at the counter and you'll pay just 15,000 VND. For the best experience, visit between 12 and 1:30 p.m. when tour groups disappear for lunch, giving you peaceful photo opportunities without the crowds. From academic history to spiritual tranquility, our next stop takes us to a small island that's home to a 1,450-year-old wonder. Tran Quoc Pagoda sits majestically on Westlake, offering visitors a glimpse into Vietnam's ancient Buddhist traditions without costing a single dong. What most travelers miss about this serene sanctuary isn't just its historical significance, it's when to visit. While tour buses crowd the site during midday, the pagoda transforms completely during sunset. The evening light bathes the 11-story red stupa in golden hues, creating a photographer's dream that no Instagram filter can replicate. The pagoda houses numerous shrines, temples, and meditation halls, each with its own spiritual significance. After exploring the grounds, follow the causeway back to shore where budget-friendly street food options await. After filling up on those wallet-friendly street foods, it's time to test your negotiation skills at Hanoi's famous markets. Did you know that most tourists pay up to 300% more than locals for identical items simply because they don't know 3 simple Vietnamese phrases? The weekend night market stretches along Hang Dao Street with its colorful stalls, while the massive Dong Xuan market operates daily, both filled with everything from handcrafted souvenirs to electronics. However, the real adventure isn't just browsing, it's mastering the art of Vietnamese bargaining. When a vendor quotes you a price, respond with "Dat quoi?" Too expensive, while looking slightly shocked. This signals you know the game. Start by offering around 40% of their initial price, then be prepared to walk away. The vendor will almost certainly call you back with a dramatically better offer. Speaking of local experiences that tourists overpay for, Hanoi's train street delivers one of the most heart-pounding urban spectacles in Southeast Asia. Imagine sipping coffee in a cafe so close to passing trains that you could reach out and touch them. While Instagram has made this street world famous, most tourists end up paying premium prices at the cafes lining the tracks. Here's the insider tip. Check the train schedule online before you go, then arrive about 30 minutes early to get a good viewing spot. For budget travelers, skip the tourist cafes charging 50,000 plus VND and head to the small local coffee stands at the edges of the area. These gems serve authentic Vietnamese coffee for just 15,000 20,000 VND. That's less than $1. Remember that safety comes first. Always stay clear of the tracks when trains approach and follow any instructions from locals. There are also several street intersections where you can watch the spectacle completely free of charge while getting great photos. And there you have it. 17 incredible budget hacks that let you experience the best of Hanoi for under $25 per day. By implementing these strategies, you can stretch your travel budget significantly. Think about it. The money you save can add an extra week to your Vietnam adventure or fund that unforgettable Ha Long Bay cruise you've been dreaming about. The real secret to traveling Hanoi on a budget isn't just knowing where to go, but how to approach each experience. A few Vietnamese phrases, confident negotiating, and following local patterns will transform your entire trip. If you found these tips helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment with your own Hanoi budget hack.